All right, let's go. Time to play the Farmers. Oh, you know what? Hold on. We're going to try this again. See if that makes a difference. Otherwise, I'm just smoking. Finally, a sanctioned tournament. First one of the year. I'm just kind of. All right.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at one of golf's iconic venues, Torrey Pines, and our first round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. It's about to begin. Hello everyone, I'm Luke.
Hello everyone.
It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. Alongside me in the booth is my mate Rich Beam, and out on the course as always is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Beamer, certainly set up for a stunner today at Torrey Pines South. What do you think these players face this week from the course?
They face a rude awakening.
Yes.
They haven't played too many golf courses yet this year, but they're going to run into Torrey Pines South, and you're going to figure out exactly how good a shape your golf game is in, because it's ruthless. And if you're not careful, you can go out there and shoot a big number in a hurry. It tests every facet of your game. This golf course is an absolute brute.
And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Well, this putt will start out pretty straight and then take a little left turn as it nears the hole.
Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
Always a nice way to ease on into your round, birdieing the first.
That should have been perfect.
This one's heading towards the putting surface. Will it get there?
I'll take it.
That's not quite on the dance floor, Rich, but it's right up there near the green. A chance to perhaps pick up one, maybe two on this hole.
Nearly.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Luke off the tee. Great stuff.
This would be a great up and down. So close. Putting for par.
Should have had that chip.
He's in a tie for
That's
fifth
fair.
at the moment. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green, actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to find.
Oh, shit. Well,
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
anything is within 5 feet. I think I was actually close.
Started that way outside the line.
Just a little
That
bit of a misread
motherfucker
right
almost
there.
went in.
He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
Job
That would have
done.
been the part of the
Let's head to
century.
next. And that'll drop him down to even par now.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
I love this hole. Just take it out of those bunkers on the right-hand side and hit yourself a nice little baby draw. And from there, you have probably one of the coolest green complexes, I think, on the golf course. Really difficult to make birdie, and actually you're pretty happy making par. But I'm telling you what, sit there and enjoy the beauty of this hole. It's a doozy.
If he can hold this, he'll move inside the top 5. And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. And now moving him into the top 5. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical. And that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. It's got a lot of movement over the left-hand side.
And this putt to move into a tie for third place. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The 6th hole's a really cool par 5. Once you get back up onto the top of the hill here, you want to try and take on the corner of this par 5.
Yeah, taking it down the right-hand side, it will seriously reduce this par 5, but you got to avoid the rough. It can get really nasty. From there, you could possibly run it up between all those bunkers. There's one low spot area on the left-hand side of this green that will come into play should you get your distance control a little bit wrong.
And look at that.
I'll take that all day.
Focus solely on the green. This is a bold play. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
He's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
He's made it for eagle. Step aside, everyone else. Now number 1. Now leading by 1 shot. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the Barranca and the canyons come into play.
Tom Kim watched that one all the way.
Woo!
Great approach shot. This player is definitely upping the pressure in this rivalry.
This one's for birdie. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. And he moves to 5 under par. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid-irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Our leader has built a 3-shot buffer here as we head over to the next.
Ooh, this needs to hold on to the fairway.
Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
This one's going left to right.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
Good round.
And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play.
Good front 9.
Well, Rich, that's always a nice way to get going out of the gates and in top spot. Impressive.
Always great to be in the lead, Luke. There's no doubt about it. But let's face it, lots of golf yet to be played. Let's see how this player handles it.
I still thought
Still
I
a
played that
chance
good.
to attack this hole from the first cut. I think he's caught that one quite nicely. That's just inside the range.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And maintaining
I guess
top
I'm just
spot on
that
the
good.
leaderboard after that hole.
I can't crank up the difficulty
There
anymore.
aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
Yeah, and not a big target either. You got deep bunkers both left and right. You got a shelf up there top left. This is just a strong, difficult, lovely, if you like, par 3.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Sitting at -9 for the day. Currently in the lead. Whew.
I should have went in.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. He'll like the look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. We'll talk about strong, long, and difficult. Let's stand on the 12 here. And is there a harder par 4 on the entire property?
There is not. I mean, this is just usually right back into the teeth of the breeze. Not wind, just a little breeze. Enough to make it about 30 yards longer. You got some bunkers left and right that you got to deal with. But from there, you got a green that sits above the fairway just enough to make that second shot just a little bit longer. This is a brute, an absolute brute.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. Now at -9 for the tournament. 13 is a really cool par 5, the first of 2 in the inward 6 holes here, but you've got to nail your drive if you want to get there in 2.
It's a very interesting hole. You know, miss those bunkers, put yourself in the fairway, but you've got this ravine that you have to hit over. It's a grass ravine, thankfully, so if you miss the fairway, you can lay up there. But going for this green, if you come up a little shy, you could find one of these 4 or 5 bunkers, both left and right, and then you've got a nearly impossible up and down from there. And again, a green that's got a section on the left and a section on the right. Very rarely do they put the pin in the middle. But boy, I tell you what, this is a really good, fun par 5 that you can make anywhere from 3 to 7.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt.
And an outside chance here.
Come on. You get in your home. Wow, what a putt.
I'll take it.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Me too, lady. I thought it was going to. I knew.
And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Well, as we head into our finishing stretch, it starts with the par 4 14th.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
Starts off looking good.
Going to get it really close.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Moved a little bit left and moved the distance because it was super uphill. I hit it harder.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Love it.
Well, there's an 8-stroke buffer now for our leader as we head to the next. 15 works slightly back inland here at Torrey Pines South, but you still need plenty of focus.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Yeah, good job. This wind is getting up out here.
All these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. Leading by 9 strokes after that one. 16th, the last of the par 3s on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left.
Club down.
If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
From the center of the cup, it's 44 feet.
Maybe some time on the practice green wouldn't hurt. Ooh, that almost went down. Very crafty, that shot. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
Brutal.
Yeah, he's looking at a bogey putt here.
Holding steady in first place after that one. Your ball striking certainly gets tested off the tee here at 17 as we head for home at Torrey Pines South.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Just a tiny putt is all
Oh, this
that
kid's a
remains.
stud. Ah, he fucking sucks.
Now at 11 under for the day. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
That one's into the drink, folks, I'm sorry to say.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par.
Oh, it's the old fuck job again. Just gonna roll right back into the water?
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. These putts really add up at the end of the day. Right on.
Wow.
Henny,
Well, that's still
take
in
us
the
through the
game.
break on this putt.
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
And with that, this round comes to a close.
That's fine. That's fair.
Well, there you have it, Rich. At the end of the opening round, he finds himself in first place.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Yep. Total screw job. Hey, you got a red glove. Sweet. What's the fucking difference? All right. Keep it going.
PGA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time now for the second round of the Farmers Insurance Open from Torrey Pines. Terrific to have your company. I'm Luke Elvey. Let's get to it. And Rich, we dig into this second round action, and our featured player is at the head of the field.
It's always good to be leading after the first day, but listen, you got a lot of golf left to go. Let's not get too excited yet. Let's appreciate yesterday, but we need to move on.
It's a green seeker.
Outstanding approach shot. This putt coming up is for birdie. Well, that's an early statement right there.
Oh, that settles the nerves right there. Great stuff.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Well, that was a big bounce forward. Must have hit the downslope. Time for the second shot here on the second hole.
I misread that. I completely misread that.
It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Wynn got that one and took it wayward.
Stop, 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 stop. Stop.
This is his fourth shot. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling
Par
a little
five bogey.
opportunity here to close the gap.
Yeah.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green, actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to
All right, we go
find.
back.
Currently in first position. And now onto the par 4 fourth hole.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance of knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
This putt to get to 10 under par. John, have you got a read on this one?
Well, I think this one's going to be going left to right.
Oh, Jesus. That's horrible.
Ooh, a couple of birdies on the
understand.
bounce. Look who's on a roll.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Well, it's an impressive 7-stroke lead as we head to the next tee. And as we move to the 5th, it's a par 4.
This is a difficult driving hole. Big, deep bunkers left and right that must be avoided. From there, the second shot plays a touch downhill green that tilts pretty good from left to right and back to front. It's a strong par 4.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Putting for birdie. Ooh. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. And on the tee now of the 6th, which is a par 5.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
God, that was so long.
Yeah, well, it might not be on the green, but it's right up near the surface.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice?
I gotta get a better grip on that.
13
Really.
feet to the cup.
The all-important par save here.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
He's got a solid 6.
Well, at least there's a little bit more
the field
difficulty.
as we move
I'm
over
not
to
running
the
away
next.
with it, so.
We've now arrived at the par 4 7th.
Lovely tee shot here. Just take it at those bunkers on the left-hand side and hit yourself a little baby fade. From there, you've got a green that sits above you slightly and also chases away from you just a little bit, believe it or not. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score. That dog will hunt.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And now he'll move to 10 under for the tournament. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The 9th is a par 5.
Luke, it's just a straight par 5, 615 yards. You got to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and hopefully hit a straight third shot. It can get challenging when they put the pin on the top left tier. That's when you can put a little too much spin on it and have it come chasing down to the front part of the green. That's no good. Nicely done.
I'll take that all day.
Good chance this one, right on 6 feet. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back nine, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. A look to get to
Not
13
a fan of
under
that
par.
shot.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
That's disappointing.
Fuck me. Yeah, they made the greens
Putting
way
for a par here.
difficult when I turn up the difficulty.
This one's heading on a pretty nice line, I feel.
You rotten thing.
Just tapping
Oh,
in
here.
for a bogey on this hole. Our leader is currently enjoying an 8-shot advantage. On the tee of the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Leading by 9 strokes after that one. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
And holds it for birdie.
Love it when he knows it,
Back-to-back
man.
birdies
When he
moving
knows
the
he
right
has
direction there, Luke.
it, he watches it. He's like,
Currently 13 under for the event. Hole number 13 is a par 5.
I can't hit
This
straight. I
is
don't know why I
one
can't
of the
hit
most
straight.
interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
That got a little out of control, I think.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
I have a
This
mastery
putt
of the
for par
chips
here.
yet.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Yeah, this putt's going to
Well,
just
we don't wanna
veer
miss
off
this
to
shit,
the
do we?
right-hand side.
All right, that's good. Let's do that a little bit. Oh boy.
This one's tracking.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. And he's
Yeah,
maintained
the greens
top spot
are
on the leaderboard after that
Definitely harder.
hole. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off
Still
here at the
manageable.
14th.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right
That should've
back
been perfect.
against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
Ah. 9 feet to the cup. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
I'm gonna say it hasn't been a great round.
Welcome to the par 4 15th hole.
Why are the straightaway par 4s the hardest ones? We have another one right here. It's just straight away with the drive, nothing fancy about it. You find the fairway and you're left with another long iron second shot. You got a front right bunker that should see plenty of action. The one on the left, though, that's a big no-no spot,
Come
as
back.
this green does tilt pretty good from back to
Yes.
front.
Straight downhill. How the
Scorecard
fuck
filled
did
with
you not
threes
roll
now
back?
hurts. Good putt to make this. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
This one's a 34-footer.
Oh, that one just had a bit too
How
much
the
pace
fuck
on
did
it.
that not go in?
This is an unfortunate situation here, trying to get that ball back onto the surface. How close was that to going down? This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
You know, some bogeys are good bogeys.
Well hold.
All right.
He's currently in first place.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
The 16th is a par 3.
A long par 3, especially with multiple tee boxes that can be used. Green is a little bit of boomerang shape, especially back left. That's when things get really tight.
Get in the
I must say, this is a wonderfully, again, designed
That was a
par
good call right
3
there.
that makes you think an
Okay,
awful
shit.
lot.
Lining up the birdie putt here.
All right. Well, yep. Okay. No, that's how they fuck you. They completely revamped the greens. So if I miss this, I'm pretty fucked. So let's just aim at the hole. See what happens.
Oh, what a putt.
That would have been so bad.
Our
That would've
current
been so
leader is
bad.
enjoying a 10-shot lead. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4.
You want to avoid the bunkers on the right, but in doing so, you bring the ravine on the left into play, don't you? Second shot, though, plays slightly uphill. There's 2 distinct sections, the left and the right here. A little bit of a spine that bisects this green. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
Putting for birdie here. That will drop, and it will extend the lead.
All right.
Kind of like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
This shot coming from around 220 yards.
Get up high and roll
Going with the
back.
hybrid.
Or not. How about we do that?
I
Oh,
thought
come
that
on,
one was
bitch.
going in.
I had backspin on
Right
it,
into
too.
the water on that one. This line doesn't look too tough, just in the first cut, right by the green. Lovely effort that. 6 feet remaining
Wow,
to the
this
cup.
hole is going to be a real bitch.
His round has come to a close with a bogey.
Why are you excited, dude? I mean, I know you're in first, but shit, that was a bad round.
Yeah, that's another really impressive performance, building upon the advantage, and it looks like taking a
5 today.
big
We're
lead
back to normal.
going into the final 2 days.
What an amazing performance. Everything that this player's done has been absolutely spot on. Flawless, if you like. Massive lead through 2 rounds. Lots of golf yet to be played.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
Round number 3.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Our third round coverage of the Farmers Insurance is about to kick off here in beautiful La Jolla, California. Hi everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Lovely to have you with us today once again. This player starts their round in the lead. How should they approach today?
Well, they've got the lead, and there is a significant chasing pack, so they can't get too wrapped up in what's going on behind them. They've got to kind of keep their nose out front. They've got to keep pushing along and play the golf course. Don't think about who's chasing you down. Just think about playing the golf course. But if you do find themselves falling back a little bit, then they need to go ahead and start making a little bit different push, maybe come up with a different game plan. But right now, out in front, they just kind of have to play the golf course right now and keep that in their sights.
This would be a great up and down.
Poorly.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. And a par putt awaits him.
Jeez. Game goes a little bit ridiculous with these greens.
Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Stepping onto the par 3 third.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green actually tilts away from you towards the ocean.
Oh, that
really
was in.
green to find.
That was a hole in
It's
one,
just
you
about 3 feet
bitch.
away. Just building upon his advantage, he keeps
That
making
hit
the
the pin.
important plays.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
His wife's hole's
Absolutely
double the size after
tattooed
I'm
that
done with
one.
it.
Don't you dare.
Well, this is a touch of deja vu,
Don't you
isn't
dare.
it? Taking
Already
this
did,
approach
Jack.
on from the same spot. They caught it really clean out of the rough. This one could work. That was a beauty.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. That's very impressive.
That is sending the rest of the field a message right there.
It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Yeah, that was a safe play.
Too safe. That's not where I wanted it.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've got it going right to left here.
A par putt awaits. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Leading by a potentially insurmountable 11 strokes after that one. Not sure why I said potentially. The 6th hole is a par 5.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg
Oh,
from left
fuck
to
me.
right.
What the hell happened
Keep it
there?
shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
And here we are with the 3rd shot.
The old 2K fuck job. It's great.
This would be a great up and down from this spot.
All right.
Yeah, that one will play. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
And this one has hit the downslope. It might run out a little more. Let's see.
Second shot here on the 7th.
In this wind, what that says to me is he struck that good.
A birdie putt awaits. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. The 8th hole is a par 3.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
After that, now 17 under for the tournament. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Luke, it's just a straight
Why can't I
par
pull
5,
down straight?
615 yards. You got to hit a straight tee shot, a straight
can't.
second shot, and hopefully hit a straight third shot. It can get challenging when they put the pin on the top left tier. That's when you can put a little too much spin on it and have it come chasing down to the front part of the green. That's no good.
It's a nice
tried to
day
make
to
it there.
find another fairway.
I gotta stop doing that. I gotta stop fucking putting that spin on it.
And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is so long, I don't even have words for it. It's just long.
So if I don't hit it hard enough, it's going to roll back. Jesus, dude.
How close was that? But now it's getting further away.
So this is the only way they can make the difficulty harder. It's by fucking you on the greens.
So close.
That's pretty fucking weak.
Setting this putt up from a mile away. That one's going to turn out pretty well, I think. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Well, an untimely double by our leader, and the rest of the field's eyes have lit up. A chance to bounce back
That's
here.
weak.
This is full send.
Oh, settle down. Stay there.
Second shot here on the 10th hole. Oh, well played. And he's down there. You got a read?
It's so subtle, but it is going to go right.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. Leading by a potentially insurmountable 11 strokes after that one. Not sure why I said potentially. Opting for the 5-wood.
Not a good. Not a good.
This one's for birdie. That's a good-looking putt, that. Looks to have some good speed.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Well, this would be a good one to make.
That
It's for
should have
par.
been.
Our work here
Come
is
on,
done.
dude.
Let's head to the next hole. And now that finds him in first place. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we?
This 12th hole is probably one of the toughest tee shots players will face out here. They know they have to hit a good tee shot, a long tee shot, to have any chance or hope of making birdie here. You miss it a little bit out to the right. The rough over there is horrific. You do find the fairway, though. You got a green that tilts from back right to front left, making the second shot so much more imperative to not get it above the hole. Second shot, leave below the hole at all costs.
I was hit so badly.
That's
Lucky.
impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. Fortune favours the brave. Plenty of bravery here. Out comes the driver.
It's a very interesting hole. You know, miss those bunkers, put yourself in the fairway, but you've got this ravine that you have to hit over. It's a grass ravine, thankfully, so if you miss the fairway, you can lay up there. But going for this green, if you come up a little shy, you could find one of these 4 or 5 bunkers, both left and right, and then you've got a nearly impossible up and down from there. And again, a green that's got a section on the left and a section on the right. Very rarely did they put the pin in the middle. But boy, I'd tell you what, this is a really good, fun par 5 that you can make anywhere from 3 to 7.
He's not lying.
Oh, he's put a pure stroke on that one.
Looking good.
Yes,
That's huge.
what a
I
putt.
needed that. I really needed that. Putt from the fringe.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
And that'll ensure he remains in first place. On the tee now, the
Still have a
par
commanding
4
lead.
14th
So
hole.
I don't know.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we are on the par 4, 15th hole.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Not a bad play, that one. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Yes.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one looks like it breaks hard left to right.
Currently sitting at an impressive 20 under par here. Welcome to the 16th hole, the par 3.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult two-putt, to say the least.
All right. Yeah, we're good. We got
He's
one more
holding
round. There's
steady
no
in
way I can
first
lose.
place after that one. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
He sits in first position. Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18th.
I'd say this is probably one of the, if you talk about risk reward par 5s on the PGA Tour, this has got to be up near the top of the list. You find the fairway, it's just begging you to go for it. You got the waterfront.
How many times am I gonna hit the water
you
on
have
this
deep
fucking
bunkers
hole,
both
dude?
right and left. But with the history of this hole, you got to go for it, don't you?
Big par saver coming up for this fella. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Or if he holds this, it'll be a solid 19-footer.
Well, this one's come out on a good line. Starting to work its way towards the cup. And
It's probably the best
he's
result
made
I've
it.
had on the
What
hole
a
yet.
putt.
All right, one more round.
So another impressive display on top of the leaderboard, though. Rich is
9 under, but
ready to
the
play.
scores aren't reflected. Like the
Nothing
scores,
better
they're
than
supposed to
seeing
be
your name
super
on
good.
top of that leaderboard with just one
I don't know what
round
else
to go.
to do.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak,
gonna
John
get rid of the
McCarthy,
swing meters and
I'm
all
Luke
that,
Elvey
just try to do
saying
it
so
blind.
long from 2K Sports.
Play with the wind. Pause. That's an ugly hat. Yeah, no. Do something real quick here. Has achieved the season EVO limit. Each new season comes in new. Cool. Okay, we still got flights. right, one more round. You don't get enough VC, especially when the only way to raise your attributes like that is for VC. That never used to be a cost. You used to be able to get ability points. And yeah, no, this microtransaction the shit out of
PGA
you.
Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Well, it's that gorgeous meeting of surf and turf here at La Jolla, California. The final round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is on now. Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. It's great to have you with us. Well, Rich, it's great that our featured player's in first place as we kick off this final round of the event, but Colin Morikawa right there.
I mean, that is
just a monumental lead going in this final round. I mean, it's got to be debilitating to the other golfers around him. This player, he's so far past everybody right now. They've got to be scratching their heads going, how do we beat this guy?
Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Wow.
Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
And after that, sitting at 24 under par for the tournament. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
That should set up another chance.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
7 feet to the cup.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
He's currently sitting in first place. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
I love this hole. Just take it out of those bunkers on the right-hand side and hit yourself a nice little baby draw. And from there, you have probably one of the coolest green complexes, I think, on the golf course. Really difficult to make birdie, and actually you're pretty happy making par.
Oh,
and
you
I'm
bitch.
telling you what, sit there and enjoy the beauty of this hole. It's a doozy.
Still in the lead now after that hole. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
This is a difficult driving hole. Big, deep bunkers left and right that must be avoided.
always
From
go
there,
there.
the second shot plays a touch downhill green that tilts pretty good from left to right and back to front. It's a strong par 4. Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
A 7-footer right here. And that's going to come up short. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. We have a par 5 on this one.
It's a nice reprieve, this par
That's
5.
horrible.
Just a little bit dogleg from
Yanked
left to
the
right.
shit out of it.
Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Almost had it.
Quality shot, that one. Good look at a birdie here.
No, we don't need to see it again. We don't need to see it again. No, we don't need to see it again. You're a bunch of dicks.
Just a short putt remaining here. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. This hole here is a par 4.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
Oh, well played. Lovely shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard. After that, we've arrived now at the par 3/8.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Just a 4-footer remaining.
Looking for another birdie here.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Always positive coming off a birdie.
God, I pulled
Let's see
back
what
so
happens here.
far.
Look, it's just a straight par 5, 615 yards. You got to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and hopefully hit a straight third shot. It can get challenging when they put the pin on the top left tier. That's when you can put a little too much spin on it and have it come chasing down to the front part of the green. That's no good.
And he's down there. You got to read.
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
Yeah, I hit it horribly.
Putting for birdie. And he's done it. He's holed it, and that means he extends his lead. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
Fairway tilts significantly from left to right.
I
so
even
you need
lit-
to hug the
I
left-hand
moved
side. From there, uphill second shot to an overhanging lie from left to right. This is a difficult par 4 to get the distance control spot on.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's
Finally.
full of confidence, and rightly so.
Oh, terrific. What an effort.
And that'll be the birdie. Oh, yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
Currently in first position. Hole number 11 is a par 3.
Oh, this is just a mean little par 3, isn't it? Not a big target up there green-wise. You got deep bunkers right and left. You got a 2-tier green. It's a fun, good-looking par 3. That's really hard.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 19 feet from the cup.
Let's come off the blade beautifully. This has got some intent. Oh, it's in the hole. Beautiful. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole.
Yeah.
Welcome
Their
to the par
scores weren't
4.
even close. I'm still a little bit
This
shocked
is
by
about
that.
as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back
I'm
into
so
the
tired of hearing
players.
the
You
same
just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
It's just the slightest bit of break, and it's moving right to left.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
Disagree with that one.
This hole is a par 5.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Oh, that's good grit there.
Up and down out of the bunker for birdie here, Luke. Job well done.
He's currently in first place. We've arrived at the par 4, 14th hole.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies.
I think it's over.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Welcome to the par 4, 15th hole.
Why are the straightaway par 4s the hardest ones? We have another one right here. It's just straight away with the drive, nothing fancy about it. You find the fairway and you're left with another long iron second shot. You got a front right bunker that should see plenty of action. The one on the left, though, that's a big no-no spot, as this green does tilt pretty good from back to front.
12 feet to the cup coming up.
Uphill
He's
and
got
shitty.
this one for birdie.
Ooh, watch this one break. Pace is always important. Get that speed right.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
A long par 3, especially with multiple tee boxes that can be used. Green is a little bit of boomerang shape, especially back left. That's when things get really tight. But I must say, this is a wonderfully, again, designed par 3 that makes you think an awful lot.
Didn't that look good for a long time? This one is a fair distance here.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
This putt is about 8 feet. That putt seemed to lack a little bit of feel. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Here we are at the 17th, a par 4.
You want to avoid the bunkers on the right, but in doing so, you bring the ravine on the left into play, don't you? Second shot, though, plays slightly uphill. There's 2 distinct sections, the left and the right here. A little bit of a spine that bisects this green. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
Yeah, that was slightly misjudged.
Wow. All right, let's just do it.
Now that finds him in first place. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
Tell you, where he drove this, that's where some players are dreaming of pitching out to.
Get over the water.
And that one's headed to the drink. Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here.
Yes, difficult lie. Made a par here yesterday. A little bit more difficult today.
And
that's game.
Farmers Insurance Open winner.
Winner.
A victory at Torrey Pines, extra special in anyone's career, Rich.
Hats off to this player for winning this week, grinding out a victory on the very difficult South Golf Course over the weekend.
That is a comprehensive performance, Rich.
Didn't break a sweat on the way to victory lane. I gotta say, I love it. It was so easy and smooth. It was a work of art.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich B, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.
Sweet. I'm sure they're happy. Really, Nike? What's next? What tournament's about to win? Rival update. Alright, bro. Sucks for you. Ooh. Nice putter. That's a sweet shirt. Let's do that. Nice. Golf bag. Golf bag. Fucking idiot. Alright. That's about it for me, yo. Oh, we gotta do some, yeah, we gotta do some interviews. Congratulations on your outstanding victory. Walk us through your preparation leading up to the tournament. Were there specific aspects of your game that you focused on? Kept it classic for our insurance, blah, 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 course strategy, putting, endurance. Yeah. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Some golf experts say the number one contender. Yep, fucking ain't right. Oh yeah. Pretty sure there's another one coming. Nice game out there. I can't believe you beat me. Oh, fuck you, bro. Talking shit on social media after I whooped your ass. Give me a titty shirt. Good. Good job. I already have this, but alright. Who else wants some? Hang on. No thanks. Yeah, they do this. That is the same thing last year. I do like your balls, though. Nice. All right, that's it, y'all. Next is the Pebble Beach Pro-Am. All right, guys. I'll see you back on Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Central. More Search for Redemption. Have a great weekend, guys. We'll see you on Tuesday. Take care, y'all. Peace.